Look, it's all zeros. 0% financing, 0% down, 0% repairs and labor costs for 10 years. Experience the premier difference today. Financing is available with approved credit. Offer expires 9/30/2024. Premier Heating and Air is offering system checkups. Heat or AC, your choice, $49. Free estimate restrictions may apply, and this offer can't be combined with other offers. Experience the premier difference today. Log on to dublin.premierishere.com. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company.
Welcome to the Coach's Show. I'm here with head coach and athletic director of Dublin High School, Roger Holmes. Coach, I'm telling you, it's always something about riding up I-16 and having to play a football game in one of those Macon stadiums. You never know how the ball's going to bounce. You never know how the calls are going to be. It just seems like in the past, everybody loves going to Macon. Big crowd followed our football team up there Friday night. I think we had twice as many people as they did, but it just seems like it's just a hard place to go. I don't know if the kids don't focus at times on some things, but I mean, here we go to start the game, and we're behind 12-0, and we hadn't touched football yet, and give credit to them. They did have an opening drive, drove down the field, pretty decent plays, and scored a touchdown on us. And then we have a miscue, I think, back there in the kicking game maybe, and they jumped on us quick. Now, to our credit, we go with, I think, possibly 4 unanswered touchdowns after that. We're up 36-12 at halftime. We have 2 kids rush for over 100 yards. And we had 2 more kids, I think, Ante Walker and Trav Bostic almost busted 100. You're looking at 430 yards rushing, 20 first downs, control the clock a little bit better, I think. But, I mean, it was just a really hard start, and the crowd was kind of on edge a little bit.
Well, they weren't the only ones.
Hot night down there, too.
I felt like, number one, it was a typical situation when we go play in Macon. They've got no music on the PA system in pregame warm-ups. There's nobody really there. Our fans started rolling in really after we'd come off the field at 7 o'clock as we're coming back on the field.
Right.
You see a lot of our fans rolling in and that type thing.
But we met you there.
That's it. And the Friday night football game may very well have been the most miserable football game as far as heat, humidity, all things put together that I've experienced as a coach, and I've been doing it a long time.
And that's on the turf, and it's 10 degrees hotter down there than we were, and we were miserable and winning.
And it started, in the locker room. I mean, their locker rooms have no air in them, and for whatever reason, I'm sure it had been locked up all the way right up till time of the game, and or till we arrived, and it was just like an oven in there. Everybody was just. Coaches that were standing there that were already dressed were just wringing wet with the sweat. Then we get a rain shower. And I'm thinking, man, thank goodness we got that. Maybe it's going to cool it off.
Made it worse.
It probably made it worse with the humidity and the stuff that we dealt with. But like you said, they took the opening drive, went down the field, stuck it in the end zone, and that's an area that we've got to get better. We've given up points in our opening defensive possession in all of our football games. So we've got to do either a better job of mixing some stuff up early, A lot of times you like to go out and you like to play just sort of a base defense and get a feel for what the other team is doing. And we were in positions to get off the field a couple of times in their opening drive the other night.
We don't want them to score, though.
And they made plays.
Right,
and then they turn around and they kick off to us, and the ball takes one of those weird bounces a little bit on the turf. We don't handle it clean. By the time we get it and pick up, the guy's taking off, and he never got the ball secured, and we end up fumbling in the end zone, and they fall on it, and now it's 12-0.
And it's not like Dublin football for us to be behind 12-0 that early in a football game, especially with a team, we're averaging.
Within 3 minutes, or really within a minute of the game clock, running off, there was 12 points for them. But plays that were huge in that game was their first score. They like to use the polecat and go for a 2-point conversion, and we worked pretty hard on trying to defend that, because a 2-point conversion in a situation like that can really flip the score around and put you in a bind as the game goes. And Quantavious Lovett did exactly what we had worked on and what we were trying to do, and he stepped across the line and batted down a ball that they were trying to shovel over to a guy for the 2-point conversion. So that was huge, but once we got back and we settled down, they didn't score any more points in the first half.
No, it was 36-12,
I think. 29, scored once in the first quarter, was down 12-7, but then put 29 on the board in the second quarter to go in at halftime, 36-12. Second half, I felt like defensively that was the worst we've played. I think part of it may have really been fatigue. I mean, from the heat, the fact that we were up, Southwest didn't shut it down. Now, for our fans that were at the game, the reports say obviously the young man from Southwest got hurt right there in the early part of the fourth quarter.
Right.
Young man was admitted to the hospital. Their head coach told me they felt like it was from a concussion. They kept the young man overnight. He was home the next day, and I want to tip my hat to Melissa McDuffie,
Coach Melissa,
our athletic trainer. She was the only trainer on site. They did not have an ambulance at the game.
No EMTs,
no
nothing.
EMTs or anything, and that young man was
in
going
trouble.
in and out. He was in trouble, and she did some things that athletic trainers would know to do, and kept that young man from it being worse than it could have been, because he actually stopped breathing 2 or 3 times on the field. And so it was a very scary situation, and we're very, very, very lucky that it wasn't worse than it was, and that just goes to show you how fortunate we are to have Optum providing Melissa to us as an athletic trainer.
Right. Coach, with that being said, we do love and appreciate Coach Melissa for what she does for these young men. She's hard on them, like y'all are out there, and we appreciate her. With that being said, we'll take a break, have a word from our sponsors, and be back with some more Dublin football.
Progressive Rural Telephone Co-op offers a full range of communication products and services to its members in Lawrence County and surrounding areas. We take pride in being your total communications provider, and we work hard to provide quality services at the best prices. In addition to offering phone service, we provide high-speed internet and digital high-def TV. And we always strive to put our members first. Progressive Rural, your total communications company. Small enough to know you, large enough to serve you. ProgressiveTel.com. Call 478-984-4201 or stop by 890 Simpson Avenue in Rents. Progressive Rural Telephone Co-op.
Hi, I'm Kyle Gerard with A+ Flooring and Construction. We've grown a lot here in this company the last few years. We've expanded to Eastman, Georgia, 234 Main Street, 478-559-1280. We can do everything from floors to doors to roofs to new builds. If you can dream it, we can build it. So you come see us either in Dublin, Georgia or in Eastman, Georgia. We'll be glad to service you.
You've been saying you want it, and now's the time to get it. Pool and patio furniture in style with fabrics you want, comfort and durability you deserve. You'll even save on accessories and add your own personal style. Come see the full line of pool and patio furniture at Mid-State Pools and Spas today and bring home a colorful poolside. Now's a great time to save at Mid-State Pools and Spas, located on Veterans Boulevard in Dublin. Mid-State Pools and Spas. We know pools.
Georgia Pools is now your authorized RecTech dealer. Summer's here and the temperature's rising, so make a big splash with friends and family now with a pool from Georgia Pools. Or relax in a luxurious hot tub or sauna. No down payments and easy financing. Don't wait a year for your pool. Georgia Pools has the manpower to get the job done. Georgia Pools has a large selection of pool chemicals and accessories. Come see our selection of Yeti coolers, tumblers, cups, and more. Call Georgia Pools today at 478-275-3607 or come by and see us at 1201 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin. Georgia Pools, your authorized RecTech dealer.
Count on the winning team at Farmers State Bank for a complete lineup of banking services to simplify your life. Safe and convenient banking on the go. Choose a debit or credit card for your personal and business account. And count on secure service that guard and protect your spending. At Farmers State Bank, your success is our success. And the team at Farmers State Bank is committed to serving you. Farmers State Bank, Lawrence County's leader in hometown banking. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And we're back with more Dublin football. Coach, let's look at some highlights from the game up here with Southwest up here at Thompson Stadium in Macon, which, like I said, is a terribly hard place to play.
It always has been for us, but we finally get going a little bit. This is our first offensive play of the football game after we're already down 12-0. And this is Willie Batts getting out in the open field and fighting for extra yardage. Willie had a heck of a night for us.
158 yards, I think. 101 yards, Willie did.
Yep, here's Trav Bostic with our first touchdown of the night. We're just a fullback trap up inside, and he runs through an arm tackle and then bulls his way into the end zone with a heck of a night. I think he ended up 4 touchdowns rushing on the night. Here's a defensive clip for us.
Yeah, I think Boss got 158 yards rushing Friday night for your Irish.
He had a very solid night, that's for sure. This is a good job. Azante Walker out here at strong safety coming up, setting the edge, and then again there's Willie Batts playing it from inside out at linebacker. So huge play for us right there, get us off the field.
Nice containment.
Now we've got a 3rd and 13, and I think this is Trav Bostic trying to go deep on Trav, and he goes up. You know, there's a big interception for us, giving us the ball at midfield.
He played the football.
Yeah, we'd like to see him go catch that thing at its highest point and not let it get down to his chest, but always looking to get better, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So here's power sweep. This is Azante Walker. Trav getting a little blow, and Azante going in with a nice big run for us. And he had about 70-something yards rushing the other night on 8 or 9 carries. We're back in a tight double situation, 2 tights, 2 wings, right on the 1-yard line, and we go with the belly. A great block by Antoine Hudson kicking out the defensive end. And there's a second touchdown run for Zay Bostic. All right, so what we're doing here is we're lined up in our polecat trying to find a way to get the 2 points back to give us a chance to have at least a 3-point lead in this football game. Micah gets the setup that we want. He does a good job right here of executing the option. He pitches the ball out. Now Micah turns into a receiver for us, and Azante did a great job. So it's not very often your quarterback catches a 2-point conversion, but there's a great example of it, and just did a good job for us.
2 guys open deep in the end zone too, I noticed there.
Yeah, late they broke to Micah, We've got a 3rd and long right here, and run the draw. Ball's up in midfield, and Xavier Bostic with another big long run. He's done a great job of making people miss in open field for a fullback, But huge play for us there.
A lot of upper body strength with that kid.
Well, he's just a really, really good football player. He has good football knowledge, good football sense. Here he is running the trap up inside. You see him quick cut right in the hole and then back through. People that go low on his legs, he's got good balance and able to put it in. So we're right in the middle of a big second quarter for us. And there's Willie Batts, again, fighting hard to get the thing into the end zone. And that's really, I think, how we ended up finishing up the first half. This is another 2-point conversion attempt. Mike O'Neill does a great job of finding Sirius Tobridge there in the back corner of the end zone, and that puts us up 36-12 with a minute to go in the half. Now we're in our second half. This is Willie Batts turning the edge and dropping his shoulder right there. I was glad to see that. If you watch him right here, he runs physically through the tackle, securing the football to get it in the end zone. Another defensive clip for us here.
Brandon Wallen doing a good job getting these for us again this week, Coach.
Brandon Walden, we couldn't do it without him, but this is Quantavious Lovett trailing from the back door, making the tackle when the back tries to cut back. So a nice TFL.
Another kid
for
is
him
getting
there.
better and better every week.
His production for us on both sides of the football has been really good. He's starting to play with a little bit better game speed as he gets some development. This is Willie Batts doing a good job of getting his hands up in the slant route throwing lane. Thought he reads run, he gets back, gets his hands up, makes a big play for us. Back in with, I believe this is Azante Walker stepping in at fullback right here. Azante getting in the end zone on the belly.
Pretty much untouched there too, Coach.
Yeah, we, like you mentioned early in the show, we had a lot of yards rushing. We felt like our offensive line played really, really well again the other night. And you worry about that when you're coming off an award like those guys got last week about feeling too good about yourself, you know. But we thought those kids did a good job. Great play right here by our defensive tackle, getting upfield, making a play. And then the defensive end on that side looks like,
Jarvis
Wiggins and Pat Caldwell. Pat's a sophomore defensive end who's getting better every week and earning more playing time with his effort and the things he's doing. And Jarvis is just quite a battler.
Jarvis is just Jarvis.
He's going to battle you and give you all he's got every time he goes on the field, and you got to love it the way he plays. A good job right here by DJ Woodard. He's on top of the half-field coverage and where we need to be behind the receiver, playing through the receiver and knocking the football away. So a really good job by him. And I think this is the last time we had the ball on the night maybe. And this is Trav Bostic, who was our player of the game this week. He had the most defensive points for us. We keep a point chart on Friday nights and for defense, and then with his offensive performance, he ended up being our overall player of the game. And nice run, nice score by him to kind of finish it up for us right there.
Both sides of the ball, Trav Bostic with a good game. Again, Coach, we enjoyed the highlights. We'll be back. We'll take a break now and have a word from our sponsors and come back with more Dublin football.
Hey, I'm Perry at Williamsons Bakery. For 60 years, my family's bakery has supported area athletic programs. And I would like to personally thank you for supporting us. And I'd also like to say, go Irish, go Falcons, go Raiders, and go Crusaders. Come in today for all your bread needs, your pies, your donuts, and all your birthday cakes. If you'd like to do a special order, give us a call at 272-3344. Check us out on Facebook as well. So if you need a special order for a tailgate, give us a call the day before. We'd love to take care of you. So call or come by today. We're located at 1634 Veterans Boulevard, or you can call us at 478-272-3344, or you can catch us on Facebook. Williamsons Bakery, waking and baking since 1965.
It's football season, and just like your favorite team, Dublin Chevy GMC Nissan's success is built on our teamwork.
Here, Mr. Jones, here's your tune-up parts. Thank you.
Chevy or GMC, we've got your trucks.
I might not have been a great ball player back in the day, but one thing about it, Don sells cars pretty good here at Dublin Chevy GMC Nissan.
If these walls could talk, they'd cry uncle. They didn't plan to become offices or yoga studios, but they've stood by us, even when we got a little stir-crazy. For that, they deserve some thanks. They deserve Benjamin Moore.
Quality products and installation since 1985. That's 4 seasons. Join the fitness community at Fairview Fitness Center, open 24 hours with staffed hours every day. We have professional trainers and classes including yoga, aerobics, water aerobics. Join today and start off with a fitness orientation for our free weights and our machine weights. Come check out our basketball and racquetball courts. Fairview Fitness Center, located at 200 Industrial Boulevard. Call 478-353-1900 and become a part of Fairview Fitness Center.
Hi, I'm Tom Dominy. Here at Dublin Nelson, we pride ourselves on providing the industry's highest quality products at the most competitive pricing. We are a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry, and we can answer your questions and help you get the parts and equipment you need. From mowing to Renee, we carry the plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products you need from the brands you trust. We also carry a great lineup of Milwaukee tools. At Dublin Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment, doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have a question, or if you're looking for a hard-to-find part, give us a call. Our experts are ready to help. Order online, give us a call, or come by at 507 Airport Road in Dublin. We're committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day.
Coach, okay, and we're back. Coming off that big victory up in Macon last week, it doesn't get any easier. I mean, we got Washington County Golden Hawks rolling in here to the Shamrock Bowl. Beautiful backdrop, as you see. We want the stadium to be packed Friday night for that reason. It's not going to get any easier. You can throw all the records out. I think they're bringing a 1-2 record in here. Played a couple of tough teams. But with a rivalry we have with them, going back to the Tomberlin days, I mean, you can just throw it all out the window. You know what they're going to bring over here, and so you know, what are you going to do with your players and coaches, whatnot, to get them ready this week?
Well, I think the first thing is you hit the nail on the head. Washington County, when you hear that name, the first thing you think of is football.
Right.
And it's a program that's rich in tradition. It's a program that still has a lot of talent running around on that football field. You know, you watch them the other night. We had an opportunity to go see them play Northeast Macon. It was the same way as the Southwest game. It is a 7-0 football game with 2.5 minutes to go in the half. They score, they kick off, Washington County fumbles. Within the next play, Northeast hits a fade route in the end zone, and it goes to a 25-26-0 game, I mean,
Pretty quick.
in the switch. So,
But
for the most part, they were able to contain and control a good Northeast football team. From an offensive standpoint, they had a couple of young men out the other night that will be back, I'm sure, for our football game. And, you know, this is a rivalry game.
no doubt.
We haven't been able to play in a while, but the main thing that I know is the last time Washington County came to the Shamrock Bowl and we had an undefeated football team, Washington County won that football game right down here in 2019. So it doesn't take much to get Washington County excited to play Dublin. It doesn't take a lot to get Dublin excited to play Washington County. You know,
Health-wise, how are we after 3 games? It's been hot. The kids have been exhausted, I know. Health-wise, well, I know we got Katie McCrae out a few more weeks. Other than that, you know, how are your kids?
Well, we're a little banged up, I think, as you should be after you've gone 4 straight weeks of football, counting your scrimmage. This being week 5. So we've got what everybody else has, those normal mid-year bumps and bruises and bangs and so on and so forth, but you got to play through them. Next week will be an open date week, and hopefully we can get some recovery time in there. Now, obviously we're excited because the weather's cooling down, but it looks like we're going to be playing in the rain on Friday night. So I'm challenging the green and gold, the Irish fans, to go on and get your poncho or whatever you need, because the Shamrock Bowl needs to be full on Friday night, because we need your energy from the crowd to help motivate this football team to play at a level that we've got to play at in order to be able to compete with a very solid Washington County football team.
A lot going on, I think, this weekend also. They got a big barbecue cook-off going on, rain or shine, all day long. Jason Holcomb, talking to him about that. He's excited about that. Anybody needs any information on that, get with him.
You can only bet that the air is going to smell good around here Friday night.
Tailgate crowd over here in the parking lot will be going all day long. Expecting a big crowd to come out. All the boosters will be out Friday night for that. I also got it's my 50th class reunion.
Oh, Lord. I mean, you must be getting, that means you got to be at least 65.
Right. I graduated young.
Yeah.
It's my group 50th class reunion in town this week. They'll be on the field, I think, some of them before the ball game. Actually, it was the first group that went all the way through the first high school that was built over here, where the arch is still up.
Yeah.
My group was the first group to go 4 years through that school, and that group will be presented on your football field before the game. So a lot going on, you know, for the football game this weekend. I got a lot of friends coming into town. Been gone 20 or 30 years, 40 years. We won't say any more than that.
Well, y'all be nice and don't show out.
Right. So there's just a lot going on. We want a big crowd to come to the Shamrock Bowl to see what should be a really good football game with the Washington County Golden Hawks. Coach, with all that being said, we'll be back next week.
Natural gas all over town.
Get yourself a natural gas tankless water heater and save space.
And have endless hot water.
Natural gas is more efficient than electricity.
And it's lighter than air.
When you install natural gas appliances,
you can get rebates up to $1,500.
The City of Dublin will finance you up to $7,500.
For 60 months at 0% interest.
Use natural gas for all your outdoor cooking.
It's a luxury.
We're on call 24/7.
You'll call us and we'll be there.
Whether you're building a home or starting a business, City of Dublin Natural Gas has you covered.
We serve commercial and residential gas all across town.
Yeah. Call your gas guys.
At 478-277-5048.
You want to know why we ride? Maybe it's because everything looks better with a fresh coat. It's putting on your Sunday best and catching up with old friends. And who doesn't love going into the office? We ride because out here, we can be our true selves, dirt and all. Maybe that's why.
Hey, I'm TJ with Dublin Outdoors and Power Sports, formerly known as Myers Equipment Supply. We are a full-line sales and service dealer for Canam Off-Road.
Hi, I'm Patsy McLendon. I am here to talk to you about Tyler Jackson. He's running for Sheriff 2024 for Lawrence County. I am voting for him, and I really would like for y'all to meet Tyler, get to know Tyler, and think about voting for him for Sheriff for 2024. I think he'll do a great job for Lawrence County, the people of Lawrence County, whether it's east side, west side, south side. If you really like to get to know him, call him. He'll come meet you and talk to you and tell you all his plans. I've known him for over 10 years. He worked with me. He is just a really fair, honest, safe, nice person, great family man. If you have any questions, you can ask me about him. But I'd really like for y'all to think about voting for him because I think we need a change and I think he'll give us the change.
Paid for by the committee to elect Tyler Jackson, Sheriff of Lawrence County.